Hey everyone, I was just sitting here writing. We're on the coast for a few days, getting ready to head back before too long. But just trying to get some work done, finishing up on a book. I will get it done while I'm here. It looks like it's going to be today. Yay! Guardians of Spiritual Maturity. Looking forward to getting it into your hands, just seeing what you think, and hopefully it will help you advance into the next stage or stages that God has for you. So Tamara and I, in the meantime, are over here just enjoying the ocean, the sound, and all that goes with it. It's just an awesome time. I was really impacted just physically when I went to Korea. I mean, I'm doing much better now, but it just seemed like to wipe me out day in and day out for 12 days straight, just nonstop, a lot of intense stuff going on. And feel like I'm back on top of it from there. Just seemed like I couldn't get enough sleep. But anyhow, that was that, and this is this, and so we are moving on. I appreciate your prayers as we are really just in transition. We've been looking at multiple facilities, buildings, actually trying to move into a purchase, and we just appreciate your patience and time and continual prayer and financial support. It's just a tremendous help to us, and so thank you for not giving up on us. And as we endeavor to really transition into this next season that God has for us, we know that it won't be anything like we have been in before. We've been hearing it, seeing it, speaking it, and so now we are coming to that point. It certainly will not be church as usual. The whole foundation is being turned upside down, and so we're entering into a new era, a new season, and so we're very excited about what that's going to look like, what that's going to be, and a lot of it remains yet to be seen. And so I'm really, really excited about it. A few things the Lord has been speaking to me. Excuse me. One is about the current government process that is going on in the natural, in this nation, other nations of the world, but particularly in the United States. There's just a common quote you will hear again and again. We've never seen anything like it. That's what they're saying. The process that is going on, this new presidential elective process, they've never seen the approaches like they are. Just so many things happening. I've said from day one, Donald Trump is a forerunner in the sense of literally turning things upside down. Regardless of what I think about him, regardless of what you might think about him, I believe that God is using him as an excavator. I've said that from day one, and to literally cause people to function different, think different in the sense of how they normally approach the whole governmental scene. And so that remains yet to be seen exactly how much change that will be. But I'm extremely confident in what God is doing through his people and believe that we are truly transitioning into something glorious and powerful unlike we've ever known before. Of course, the natural government is not the key. It's the spiritual government of heaven on earth, but I assure you that it is going to break the perimeters of liberalism and conservatism. Because oftentimes the word conservatism, if you look it up, it means the reluctance to change. And where liberalism leanings more to freedoms, obviously freedoms that aren't necessarily the freedoms that God would entertain, but certainly freedoms nonetheless. And so I believe that God is redefining both. And so we are coming into a field of liberalism and conservatism that is going to line up with the kingdom of God on earth as it is in heaven, and I'm very excited about that. In fact, I'm releasing an article hopefully sometime this afternoon called Governmental Reset, and a lot of it is depicting some of the things that I'm speaking to you about. So I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about what God is doing. It will not be government as usual, yay, and it will be an unprecedented profound transition unlike anything we've ever known before. And so I'm very, very, very excited about it. Recently, too, God was speaking to me about a language barrier that was going to be broken in the spirit. In other words, imagine this: multiple nations speaking multiple languages. I mean, literally multiple language. Regardless of whether they're Greek, French, English, Spanish, whatever your language is that you speak, that all of a sudden you begin to hear by the Spirit one mind, one heart in the sense of what people are saying and doing. That's actually our pre-existence in the kingdom of God, that there was no language barrier. It didn't come along until the Tower of Babel and a spirit of confusion came upon the people because they were trying to build something out of the flesh in the heavens. But now we're building in the spirit, and therefore we are entering into one mind, one spirit. And so I believe that there is a barrier that will be broken in the realm of languages. It's already happened in many different ways. People have been in different countries and operating in different fields where they begin to understand the native language of that land and so forth, never spoken it before. But this is even further than that. This is literally entering into a realm to where you're able to communicate the kingdom of God, the mind of God, the heart of God in a way that everyone begins to grasp and understand. So I believe this is part of the spiritual maturation process that's coming into the earth. And I'm very, very, very excited to see all of that unfold more and more. And another note that I wrote down here was creative authority. God has been speaking to me about that more and more. We're literally moving away from predicting an outcome to creating it. So we're just not predicting something that is going to happen, but we're creating the things, the intentions of God that He wants to happen. That means it's a new, different type of prophetic utterance, a prophetic declaration. This is the year of decree, where we begin to decree things at an entire different level, from an entire different realm, out of heaven upon the earth, and begin to decree the intentions of God, the heart of God, the mind of God for all of humanity. And so I'm really excited about that, because that means we as sons of God are entering into our creative ability, supernaturally being able to form things out of nothing. So therefore we call upon the things that are not as though they are, as we see them in the spirit where they already exist in another realm, and bringing them into this realm. And so I'm writing some things now, some manuals on how to create your future, instead of just trying to figure out, what am I doing, what is this? Create your future. You have the power to create the outcome of your life within the overall intent of God for your life. And so I'm excited about moving into that more and more. In fact, we got in the car today, Tamara and I, and it was raining. And I just stopped and I said, I'm not sure, I'm thinking about this. Do I want it to rain today? I mean, is this, how am I feeling about this? Of course, she started laughing. But the point is that there's a lot of things, even concerning natural weathers and all that stuff, that we just assume that that's the way it is. But you actually have authority. And so I'm getting the heart and mind of God all the time. How do you feel about this, God? Because I want to be able to move and speak within your heart and mind for this land or whatever's going on. But that is the realm that God is bringing us into. So it's not business as usual. It's not government as usual. It's not church as usual. It's not anything as usual. It's unusual. And so we are moving into the fields and realms of decree unlike we have ever known before. Of course, I've been speaking about light this year. I believe this is the year of light. And of course, the Hebrew word or, O-R-E, number 216 in our time, 2016, that this is the year of light. And there's some amazing things that are about ready to unfold. I've been releasing article after article, discovery after discovery about all of the things with the light of the world, the sun and the moon, and there's many other things that are coming forth, because we're breaking a barrier of light in the natural and in the spirit. So there's all kinds of technology concerning light. This is the year where it's going to break through in a powerful way, plus the light of God that is in us. And I've been talking about creative matter, to where literally the light in you is the extreme light of the kingdom of God, and therefore will alter the matter that is around you, because all matter that you see with the physical eye is all light related, and therefore you will alter the photons and the protons and all the other tons and the cellular level. All of those things will literally be affected by the level of light that is in you, manifesting the kingdom of God in a very powerful way. So again, thank you for just taking a few moments. I'm excited about your future. I'm excited about what God is doing for you in this time and season all over the world. We're getting ready to do a few things different on Facebook. I can't keep up with it the way, all those different things. So we're doing more of a blog like some of you have already gone into. And because we just want to communicate some powerful things we believe that God is doing, at the same time relate to you on a personal level. So we're trying to do that the best way that we know how. In the meantime, please know that we love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you walking with us, believing in us, just standing with us, and we're hopefully we are doing the same for you at whatever aspect that God calls us to. So have an amazing season, and we look forward to spending more time with you. See ya.